Hey, Justin Christensen here, and today we're going to do a website critique, and we're going to critique nydj.com. I'm not sure if that's the official pronunciation or how they say it, and actually this is the first time that I am looking at this site, so I wanted to go through some basic best practices and some information and some ideas that I see on the site that would be a good potential for testing, as well as some things that we have seen doing testing for similar sites and some areas that could potentially improve this. So immediately upon arriving on the site, you're met with a very large image, which is typical of an e-commerce store. But the deal here is this is actually a scrolling carousel. And what we have found in a lot of our tests is having a scrolling carousel can actually be distracting to the visitors, and it can reduce engagement. So what we like to do instead is leverage a static image that really highlights who you are, what you do, and what they're going to get. So it's a way for you to really establish the benchmark of why they're there in the first place. And then with this, we typically want to really make the shop now call to action. You want to include that in the call to action, so that you can lead the visitor down the path. And we'll talk about consistency and things like that maybe moving forward here. But the next thing that I see is free shipping and returns, and then it says free shipping and returns on all orders again. Kind of redundant. Live chat, I would potentially, let's scroll down here and see, do we have any contact us? Let's see. Yeah, so they have a toll-free number, customer inquiries and online orders. So I would potentially add this up into the upper right hand corner to make it prominent. It also increases that'll increase trust and credibility because somebody knows that you're there for them. You're able to see that. The next thing I would do here is some of this stuff really isn't that supporting of exactly who you are or what they do. So I would generally put the categories or have them and really try to push people to engage in the process quicker instead of them trying to figure out, exactly what it is or, your various things. I know it's trying to be like a billboard, but the whole point of your homepage is, if a lot of traffic comes there, is to engage them in the process quicker and get them shopping faster. So I would put the categories here, or even better yet is you have these new arrivals down here. But what I would do is put your best sellers up here. Just highlight 3 to 4 of your best sellers, and then also highlight that in the top menu as well, just to give them an idea. So let's go ahead and the menu, I'm not sure how well that's portrayed on mobile, but it seems to be pretty good. The sale items are good, but you could potentially use best sellers. So let's go in here and just say we're going to shop new arrivals denim. So when I think of denim, I'm not necessarily thinking of white pants. It just doesn't seem to be the same thing to me, so there might be a little bit of confusion. Another thing to do here is also new arrivals, do the best sellers. Put 3 best sellers across the top and highlight that, make it stand out like the new arrivals, because this new arrivals banner really isn't doing a whole lot. It's just being really redundant here, and I'm sure even on mobile, let's see. Yep, so on mobile, that takes up the majority of the space and pushes it down, since the site is responsive. Another thing here is the filter options is you have this here, shop by type. It's pretty much the same thing, regular, petite, plus, and the only difference is tall. So you might want to be able to eliminate one thing there. Is also in shop by type, I'm seeing denim pants, tops, but I'm not seeing things like shorts or capri pants or whatever, different types of styles. So you might want to, they would potentially want to test some different filter options. We've seen some big benefits from that. This filter, link isn't doing anything really. It's kind of looks like it should be clickable, but it's not. You could test the sizes are good, the colors there, and you could probably test the arrangement of this. Sort by, that usually works pretty well. So let's go in. Oh, I just noticed this, video. So this is actually a fantastic use of video. A lot of companies do not use video in e-commerce. So this would be a great thing. The only thing that I would potentially add here is a call to action. Specifically on mobile, if this is popping up, is a call to action because it's going to take up the majority of the window. But that's a fantastic use of video there. So let's go ahead and click in Quick View. All right, Quick View is good. Here I would add some further contrast because the majority of the site is this dark purple color. I would add some majority of contrast to this add to cart button to make it jump out more and really just show those options. Remove social from this is it doesn't matter. We have found that this actually a distraction, especially since you have more links. Can't find size or color, learn more about this, and you're taking people in multiple different directions on this page. So it's very hard to figure out. So remove social from there, add some contrast, as well as we've done work in the women's clothing world before. So expanding these options, the drop down works pretty well, but potentially expanding these sections, particularly on mobile, could be very beneficial. So let's go ahead and go to the view full details and see what that is. So the options are pretty good here. They're switching colors is great. Let's see, mouse over zoom, fantastic. We've actually found that to be more beneficial than having to click to zoom. So having that is very, very good. Again, add the contrast in the color. So make sure your main calls to action buttons show consistency from the first step, all the way from the home page all the way through to the final checkout. Shop runner, learn more. Say activate this offer. Okay, free 2-day shipping. Okay, that's a little confusing. You're also seeing see the NYDJ difference, and then you're saying see the NYDJ difference again. A little bit of redundancy there. That's kind of adding some distractions. Lots of great images. People love images, especially in e-commerce. And can't find the size of color. Okay, that's good. Way to reach out. Description is good. One thing I would do for reviews is, since there is no review on here, and I did see something else that showed that they were in that purple color as well, but make sure you have gold reviews. You could potentially highlight maybe discounted pricing or something like that, and then expanding the options, particularly on mobile. They want more details. Here's what it is. The fit info. So expand these options, because the more options you have for them to click, the potential is for more distractions and the more frustrations you can drive for your visitors. Again, remove social, because oftentimes we'll find that is distracting and can decrease conversions, and the improvements from removing that far outweigh the negative not having it shared on Pinterest or something like that. So the see the NYDJ difference is a little different there. You're pushing the reviews down. This has taken up a lot of valuable real estate, this NYDJ, and then you might also test some languaging around here to move that up kind of more on the closer to the top of the fold of the page, and then you got 4 there. That's great. So let's go ahead and pick a size here. Quantity 1, lots of flashy and things like that there. Let's see, processing. So it's adding to cart. Okay, so that was a big hang up right there too. So immediately it says it was added to cart, it flashed a pop-up, and then it disappeared. and now it has a checkout link here, and that could be a very big distraction and a friction point in the process. You want to take them to the next step. And I'm going to go ahead and click on bag here, and I'm going to click on checkout. Okay. This is pretty interesting. Let's actually go back a second here. I want to look at that. So the pop-up, so I have one thing in my bag. It's popping up. The site's having some loading issues. So there might be some actual page load time issues here too, because not all the things are loading in order, and be kind of interesting. So one thing is you could potentially take people to an actual shopping cart, which allows you to then upsell them additional complementary products, or you can make this bigger and make it stand out more in the center of the page. And then again, make your main action buttons so remove is the same color as your add to cart button here, and the checkout button isn't stand out or view bag. So let's go ahead and view bag and see what happens. So this is actually where I would take people, and there's some conflicting information here. So the main thing is it says my shopping bag, but you just added it to cart. We've actually tested bag versus cart, and cart generally will win out. In one case, it actually increased on a luxury goods company, increased their conversions by more than 80%. So you got the free shipping and returns. The menu is just throwing me off big time. It's blocking everything. Again, the button colors. So you got edit and remove are big and prominent, and they're not, they make me want to click on it. Instead, this is kind of shadowed out by the continue shopping. Here you can also offer additional products. Great use of a large image here. But I would say 100% secure shopping cart. Again, your phone number, highlight the free shipping and returns, any guarantees that you might have, any security seals you might have, subtotal, checkout with PayPal. I would use the actual checkout with PayPal button. Continue shopping, make that white, make this the different color, and make it really stand out. You want to really point to that continue checkout. So let's go ahead and continue checkout and see what's going on. Please wait, got some loading time issues. So this might cause some issues on mobile, as well as congratulations, you qualify for free ground shipping. You're flashing that up here. Again, that menu is really getting in the way of a lot of things, especially on desktop. It pops up and then it doesn't go away right away. So it could have some serious friction issues there. So shipping and handling to be determined. You already know that it's free. So highlight it red in free, and then give a subtotal here, to be determined. Promo code gift card, that's fine. Continue as a guest, registered. Why do I want to? Okay, so sign in, continue as a guest. A lot of form fields here. And I'm not a huge fan of the accordion style. We generally like to have it all in one page and very simple, because you don't want to tap or click to be able to go to the next step. But the fact that that I can skip from step to step is great here. So let's go ahead, shipping information. So shipping address, okay, fill out all of that, display gift options. It's good. Continue to shipping choice. I would just expand all of these, because you can continue to shipping choice. Shipping choice expands. I would just give them a small radio button, estimated delivery date. A lot of to be determineds here, which is understandable, but you could potentially remove that, can cause some confusion. So the information is saved. Continue to payment information. Okay, what about my billing information? What about my billing zip? And things like that. You can actually have continue as guest, or you can have the shipping information, but also have a checkbox that says same as, there it is. Use the shipping address for my billing information. Great. So that expands. Potentially test that in reverse order. So asking for the billing information first, and then offering that to be the same as shipping, because shipping, sometimes if they're shipping it as a gift or something like that. Highlight the actual card type, in the types of cards, use a security seal here as well, and then really highlight over here your free shipping and returns using icons, using your security seals. Place order does that. Check out with PayPal. You could potentially have an exit intent offer with a bonus to really push people over. But overall, I mean, there are a bunch of things that I would potentially test on this site, but overall it looks pretty good. They're using a lot of things well, such as video, the mouse over zoom, and also I saw a pop-up just a second ago that I browsed, quick right before doing this video. So I literally just clicked through the site really quick before I did this video, and it was my first time seeing it as today. But I saw a pop-up that had a countdown timer that you can get 15% off. So that was used pretty effectively. So overall, NYDJ is doing a pretty good job, but there is some room for improvement and potential increases in their, not only their leads, but also reducing some friction on the site to help increase that engagement, as well as increasing the sales. So this is Justin Christensen again from Conversion Fanatics, and hopefully you enjoyed this little critique. If you have a website that you would want to critique on the site, on the blog here, feel free to submit it to us, and we'll be happy to take a look, and we'll record it in an upcoming video. So take care. Thanks.